What do I say? I'm used to all of this.
Then I have a sinus problem, man. I'm like,
Socially offline is also good.
Because we are hoping that this auditing system turns out to be a success, and if it does help bring the pollution levels to lower levels.
Chalu? Good afternoon, Mr. Roy. I was wondering what kind of role the telecom industry has to play in the changing smart city scenario in the country right now. If you can throw some light on that aspect.
Thank you firstly for having me over here today. It was an excellent session and a lot of learnings as well in terms for all of us, across various aspects, be it automotive, smart cities, as well as policy setting. Coming to your question in terms of exactly what is the role of telecom, I did cover a bit of it in my presentation, but let me summarize it here. In terms of smart cities, it's about being able to communicate. It's about people to devices, machine to machine. It's about systems and processes being automated. All of this requires communication. So in order to communicate across various aspects, across various devices, applications, people, systems, telecommunications is the backbone of the communication process, right? So it could be, communications which is between systems and devices which are near to each other using maybe technology like Bluetooth. But more what I talked about is a low power wide area network which actually allows the M2M kind of Internet of Things. It enables the connectivity, right? And that is what allows the intelligence in the system to be built up, right? And therefore, working on that infrastructure, the telecoms are being able to provide that in the future, so that will enable the smart city to become truly intelligent and connected.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
So Vikas, thank you so much for agreeing to be part of this conference. And so let me begin by asking you, apart from the fact that you and I know each other, what did you think of the conference on a theme like this, which is kind of different from what usually academic institutions organize?
Well, to be frank, I think it's a pretty interesting idea around which the entire conference evolved. It's about being responsible in every aspect. And although the session that I particularly attended and I was a panel speaker on for smart cities, I think the word being responsible in terms of governance, in terms of conduct, in terms of being ethical, these are all very important traits that we would bring to our lives, to the businesses, and to the entire well-being. So from that aspect, it was a very open-ended kind of a conference, which gave freedom of speech and a lot of creative thinking that went into a person comes prepared in a certain kind of a mind state, but the way then it is evolving there, and his thought processes are changing. I think that was something which I found unique.
And I think the perspective that Shabnam brought in also,
Sure.
that you look at smart in ways of accountability also, and
Right.
of measurement. And then you brought in the fact that smart also means a certain level of defect-free
Absolutely.
way of thinking and way of execution. I thought that was a smart way of defining smart. So, so do you see a role that business schools like ours can have with going forward with industry in kind of working together in this space?
Well, I heard a word from one of the panel speakers that institutes like yours and business schools are neutral grounds. You know, so you are without an agenda here because there is a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of skepticism today and a lot of criticism the moment a new or a great idea is launched. Is it with a populist kind of an angle, or what is the motivation behind it? But when it comes to a business school, a reputed business school like yours, I think you are getting everybody on common ground. Stage one. Stage two, you are allowing a lot of creativity to kick in terms of the thought processes and everything. And it's an established fact globally. I mean, I don't need to tell you, you are much more experienced in this, that the academia and the industry interface globally is responsible for a whole lot of new things getting successful. It happens in North America, it happens in Europe, in Germany, for example. We are ourselves associated with a business school in Germany, where our German plants actively collaborate with that business school in terms of new ideas and in terms of finally then the placements happening. So this is something which is quite unique, because the business school like yours, which are not inward looking, they are reaching out to the industry. I think you will be opening up a whole lot of opportunities and interface which has not been seen before.
Thank you. Thank you, Vikas.
Thank you.